thinking about my financial situation and just about the things that I have to do, basically thought about something and it was like, I can't afford that. When in reality, something clicked in my head and it's like, I can't afford to pay the consequences. You know how everybody says, well, you got to make a choice, and when you make a choice, you got to be ready to pay the consequences. Well, I cannot afford to pay the consequences for making bad choices anymore. And I was like, man, that's crazy, because, well, what happens if one day I finally become overly abundant in my cash flow? And I'm just like, well, then I will never, ever be rich enough to pay consequences. Never. So that's one thing. Then another thing that I was thinking about is basically like, I was like, okay, so what are the things in my life that I cannot afford to pay the consequences for? And it's like, number one, not taking care of my car. It's taking me to and fro. So I cannot afford not to fix it. So I cannot afford the consequences of not fixing my car. And then another thing was basically not finishing school or not getting my education, not continuing my education, because of the simple fact is that I'm like, well, at least if I finish my education, I set an example for my children and they'll move forward and they'll do it. But I'm like, you know what, Carolyn, there's plenty of people who are well educated and their children decide not to take that path. Their children decide not to work. Their children decide to take another path. And I told myself, yeah, that's true. But what my children choose to do is up to them. The best that I can do is do absolutely all that I can do, the best that I can do, and set an example for them. And if they choose on their own volition to do otherwise, then that's on them. But I have to be the best person that I can be. I can't say I'm not going to go to college, or I'm not going to apply myself to go to college or to finish school just because it doesn't mean that my kids are going to finish. It doesn't mean no, I have to finish with the mindset that if I finish college, I can then say that I set a positive example for my children. And yeah, this is just basically based off my life. This is basically what I want to do. Not every parent has to finish college and get a higher education. As a matter of fact, there's plenty of people out there who are getting paid a lot of money or have very high-end paying jobs and they don't finish their education. But as for me, what I value as an individual is knowledge. I've always find myself attracted to people who have higher knowledge. I've always wanted to be a person who has higher knowledge, and that's the type of example that I want to set for my kids. Anyway, this is my spiel for the day, for the moment, and I just wanted to share this so that I can leave something positive to my children. I love you guys. Talk to you guys later. God bless you. Bye.